Okay, welcome you all again. So this is our second video to demonstrate our hosted application in the network. So you can see the URL of our stock market stimulation game. So this is an hosted using AWS server and FireBase. So we will be now showing a quick demonstration how we will be login to our application in the hosted uh, scenario. So yes, so as I mentioned yesterday, I have created already a user. So I will be trying to log in with that user. So once I click with sign in with Google, we are having an uh, authentication problem of Google because they say this insecure content because we are using the HTTP because we need to own a domain in order to go for HTTP context. So I hope domain it takes some sort of time to us to register the domain and due to the educational purposes we will be loading these unsafe scripts. So this options gives the way to allow the user to enable the HTTP content in our application. So once you click this load unscript, so now you are good to go with the application. So once you click with the sign in with Google, it will take the automatic you have already registered in you have already logged in your browser, so it will automatically navigate you to the dashboard. So this is the dashboard yesterday I mentioned you clearly. So I will go a quick view of these navigate options because yesterday we had only fresh data, so now we are having a real playtime data while we having some of test with our real players. So I will show you these account details. So you can see I will give the month of August. So you can see this point, the account balance of use. I am having an account balance of 1,000. This can be vary. So this can be different as I'm playing the different games of different months. So this is has a fresh database. So we are having only single instance of data. So you can see the pointer in this. It shows the chart options of current account balance of Praveen Khan, the use of myself. So yes, and company details. So this is basic the same as yesterday's one. So yes, so I will be showing this how yesterday I will demonstrate the minimum concept of two player with our application in remote. So today I will be showing you how I join to a game with a hosted game demo. I think the other side uh, Subhash Pereira might have already hosted a game. So I will be joining to his hosted server. So once I join hosted, so he's already with a player of Subhash is already here and Pereira and other test player means our the other fourth player is already joined in our game. So this you can see the enable start game is not uh, grant the access to me because this option is given the group creator. So you can see the group creator is Pereira. So he's the guy who created the group. So I hope he will be start the game in a while. So I hope he will start it now. So once he start it, we will be going to the dashboard. Yes, this is the same scenario like yesterday. So you can see the current account balance and the data. So I will be showing you the skipped parts of yesterday's the first demo video we made for you all. So this analysis chart. I hope remember. So this shows like I will go for this company and I will select time range of the company share variation in the market. So once I click this, you can see the variation how it's happened. We will be including each individual timing concepts of real market scenario. So you can see this for an example of yeah 9/3/2009 yesterday around 1:50 p.m. They are having a share rate of 2, so later variation. So you can see the variation of reducing and decreasing of the share prices. So this gives the clear picture of the company share price analysis for a player. So using this analysis statistical data and values, he can assume how far the game is going to be in his play with the player's share market context. So this is the uh, analysis company share prices. So this was with accurate data now because we had several integration with system testing with multiple players. So due to this, we are having sort of real-time data because earlier our data set was a fresh new data born data set, but now we are having some sort of real data set in our database. So you can see the variation. So this shows a clear picture. And the next I would talk about these watch list concepts. I think I yesterday also talk about those things. So sectors are there, and also this when I give this sector two, it will filter. There is no record for sector two. So those kind of filtrations have been given in this watch list. So I will deeper go with this. So I will have to point this. We are moving to the second round. So I will show this system. I think yesterday I didn't go with much with these top 10 gainers. So top 10 gainers and financial we have to select. So watch list are there. So next thing is the statistic portfolio calculator way. So yesterday I was going with a quick flow of this. So today I will go with a bit explanation mode of how this calculation is happen. So this means like purchase price per share. So like assume like I'm going to buy a share in market for rupees 10 per quantity. So I buy 100 quantities. So the purchase commission. So purchase commission means to purchase this I will get a commission. So 10. So in this case I'm selling a price. So for an example, assume the market boom, the events occurred and so share price of the quantity is increased. So the now the price of the quantity I brought for 10 rupee, but now the price is 20. So in this case, when it's come to sold commission, I have to pay some commissions for that. So in this case, when I press this calculate, you can see the total investments mean I brought per share 10 and the quantity is 100 and I having a purchase commission, so I have to pay. So the total investment I made to buy this process is 1,010. So in this case, I'm having a, selling this 100 quantity into 20. So means I'm selling for 20,000. 20,000, I have to pay a commission for my broker. So the sole commission is the broker game. So he takes 10 rupee. So when that case, it comes 20, sorry, 20 price per share. So in that case, he's having he total investment is 1,090. So he will be having a 20,000. The gross return has 1,990. So the values of total investment differentiation with the total gain according to the stock market rules and regulation taxation of a country, they will have a differentiation between these two. So the differentiation between two is the we can say the return in hand or the profit from the stock the user will be getting is 9,800, and also they are having a net return. So the net return is just also calculated using this addition and subtraction of these two values. So yes, so this is the overall picture. So why we have added this concept is like first the user might be misled how the profit is written in hand is calculated in his user portfolio. So in this case, he can have a clear picture, right? If you buy this much of amount, so he will be having a this much of return profit of stock of sales. So this picture is what we need to give for the player using this perspective of informative dialog pop-up window. Yes, so I will reset this and I will close this window. So I will show the client again. So this is the board client portfolio where he assumptions of. So if you see yesterday the data of our previous data are there. So I hope we all remember we sell all the quantities and we get the good return in hand is of this all. So these data, if you see, we are maintaining in a data set of in a perspective of in a good server. So we will be retrieving this data in a more concurrent execution way. So yes, so you can see this one still we didn't make any selling process in this company. So still we are having the return in hand, nothing written in hand. We are having only the investment procedure only for the time being. So yes, so this is the uh, uh, scenario I just missed yesterday because of lack of real data set that we have include that we are inject into our database because would be very clear that data set and databases are growing by uh, the data that users are playing. So actually we needed a real data set in order to make the testing. So I hope today the testing clear of company analysis and calculators and the watch list things are cleared now. So yes, so then it's a clear picture. This is the clear picture of the day company based how the variation is happened between yesterday and today. So it gives a picture that we are going in a correct track of even though it's a stimulation, it's going with the word of how the real market is happens. So yes, so this now we are moving to the round four. So let's now for the time we can do some bidding. So we have in the Rolex is I am having the quantity of 10. So let's see in the market Rolex how much is in hand is having 965 shares. So they are having a such big amount of shares, so no need of selling those shares. So now you can see in IT zone they are having less number of shares comparing to the other companies. So in this case, let's see in my portfolio whether I have buyed IT zone. No. So what I will be doing is I will be assuming that this market is reducing quicker, so it having a good demand in market. So what I'm doing is I will buy in 90 zone. So I will see my balance 1000. I having a balance, and what is this? Price is 220. So if I buy only two shares, uh, my balance account will be this. So I'm having. So you can see I have brought two price. So the IT zone number of shares is reduced by two. So the market price is 2 2. So please note, I will show this particular record of company how the next round how the variation is happen. So yes, so you can see the variation, the market boom. This is something stimulated in our algorithm, market boom. So you can see the prices has been changed. So now I will be doing, so I will be checking with the share market portfolio whether there are any quantities in less higher quantity. Yes, I can see the Brandix having a higher quantity, but unfortunately, I hope Brandix I don't have any quantity. So I have a Rolex such amount 10 quantity. So I will see the Rolex. Yes, it is some sort of second higher price. So I will be selling my Rolex company of 8 shares and I will keep two. So once the sell quantity signal, please check your port. So this error comes because mm, uh, when it's come to this written in hand quantity at 10, it shows the error. So we have IT zone. So I have to make the IT zone company is not in my board, but I am having a quantity of 2, but I am going to sell a quantity of 8. So this validation shows for the user. So please go back and see that the user portfolio. So once I click this Rolex, you can see I hope Rolex having a quantity of 10. So I will make the proceed. Yes, it is successfully updated. So once I go with this, during the time I brought Rolex, it was a market price of 197. Yes, so the prices has been changed 197. So according to the market price, original price and today's price, I having a huge uh, uh, written in hand of this because of the mark written in hand you see 1576 but the investment I made is 1130. This investment comes because of the market price is changed, so the price I brought and today now is different. So yes, so that is the things we left, and this our game is hosted in a real-time application multiplayer actor modeling concept of actor referring. So we are having this concurrent execution in a very smooth way using the actor model concept. So you can see our group name hosted game demo. This is the demo 2 we are making for the user purpose to view. So you can see, as I mentioned, like I'm having a profit of 132. So the second group creator having a profit of 769, and the third is having 740, and the fourth player he lost the amount what he brought. So yeah, he having a balance of zero. So you can see the combinations of congratulations, you won the game. So we are having shows these user-friendly messages in a very nice way to demonstrate for the player 4. So also this player 4 is the one of the requirement of the maximum 4-player concept of our stock market stimulation start game. So yes, so I just wanted to show you how we play the game in a hosted based environment. So thank you very much for listening once again of our demo. So hope you all enjoy the video. So have a nice day.